So I was getting stuff ready. Hello, everyone. Okay. I need to remember how to put my intro before you guys see me and go stand for it. All right, just give me one moment, guys. Oh, there we go. There we go. Okay. There we go. Oof. So, welcome everyone. My name is Rosita. I am a vocal and language coach, meaning not only do I teach people how to speak in different languages, I also teach people how to sing in them. My mission of being a vocal and language coach is to bridge that communication gap, whether it be for business or for work, so we can better communicate with our clients or with our patients or with our students, so we're able to impact more people and to have strong communication, whether it be for speaking and singing, because both, guys, is a way that we communicate. Singing and speaking are two forms that we use to communicate. And that is my mission, is to help you bridge that gap and to improve your communication, to improve in expressing yourself. And also working on the fact that my brain, when I talk about this, goes faster than my mouth. I get super passionate about this. So, in Singing the Basics, in this particular life class, we talk about the misconceptions about singing. There are so many false truths about singing, and I got impacted by that, actually. When I was in college a long time ago, it was actually I was getting my AA in musical theater, and I had a teacher who, one, didn't really know how to teach, and two, the person didn't really know what she was talking about. She's like, oh, my experience, like, I've been singing, I've been performing for this many years, but she didn't really understand the technique of singing. And what ended up happening was I lost my voice. Like, we were supposed to have like our final exam, and this was a time where like producers and casting directors were supposed to come, and I literally had to go to the hospital on that day because there was no voice. It was gone. And I spent a year and a half, actually, just repairing in what I could. Just repairing my voice. I had to go under vocal therapy. And that was not fun, guys. Singing is my life. So is speaking. and it wasn't like, what, after 4 months, I ended up getting my voice back. But I sounded like a dude. Now, as a girl living in Hollywood, that brought up many questions. I'm like, no, I'm actually a girl. I just getting my voice back. So this is my story behind singing the basics. I want you guys to have the correct information. I want to help you find and choose a good voice instructor that fits your needs but will not destroy you at the same time. So, in the course of this year, we are going to be taking each part of our voice. We're going to learn the fundamentals of it, how to access it, how to strengthen it. And I will also be talking about how to find a correct instructor for you. Okay? All right. So, Rosita con un moño. Sí, well, It's, yeah, well, just not really. It's just a little bow here. No tengo moño. Te vi. Lo vi. ¿Qué cree, Annalise? Y, si tiene preguntas, yo puedo hablar español. Los nihongo mo dekimasu. All right. Okay. Okay, give me 1 second here. There we go. All right. So, breath. Many misconceptions about that too, right? So, when it comes to breathing, you're going to hear you have to use your mouth to breathe. You have to use your nose to breathe. And it's either one or the other. But in actuality, guys, we use both. Yeah, we use both. Now, the reason why we teachers are so adamant about you guys using your mouth to breathe, one, especially for my beginning students, is that it's for you to feel the openness of your chest, to easily use or to easily engage in using your diaphragm. And also, when it comes to up-tempo songs, we are generally going to use our mouth. But for regular tempo songs, we're going to inhale using our nose and exhale using your mouth. So, both. And last week, we talked about how we should practice breathing. And the biggest thing is when it comes to breathing, is watch out of lifting up your upper part of the body. So we want to avoid lifting up the chest and our shoulders. Pues hola, Annalise. Buenas tardes. ¿Qué tal? ¿Cómo le va? And it's so weird. People call me señora. No voy a mentir. Pero no es mentira tampoco. So, estoy poniendo vieja. We want to focus in breathing and using our center. Just think about how we talk. Yeah, let's think of how we talk. When we talk to someone, we don't go, "Hey guys, how are you? Hello. Hi." We don't constantly lift up our shoulders, or else we're going to totally tire ourselves out. So, we automatically use our midsection to breathe between those pauses, those sentences. But we consider singing as such a separate process. It's like, well, we're still producing sound. We're just holding the sound longer. We're sustaining it for a longer periods of time. We're adding some colorations to it. When it comes to vocal production, there's not a difference between speech or singing. We use the same process. So why breathe differently? Now, to be fair, we will have to adjust our breathing when it comes to those lower notes. And we have to adjust our breathing for those higher pitches. And we have to slow down our exhale whenever we want to sustain the note for a longer period of time. Ay, gracias a Dios. Oh, pues yo tengo una perrita. Does that count? All right. Now, when it comes to breathing, we should feel like we're constantly doing an ab workout. No voy a mentir. So we want to feel your hips, your pelvis, your abdominal muscles, especially as we exhale. So let's do an exercise together. If you guys are sitting down, you're going to sit at the edge of your chair, shoulders back and down. And this is an exercise that we do in our daily warm-up classes at 7 a.m. So mouth open. Si no, yo ya sería señora desde que tenía 7 años. And then ahorita vamos a decir, hola viejita, ¿qué tal? Pues, con razón, si eres viejita ahorita, soy anciana, ¿verdad? Ok. Seguimos, pues. So, close your eyes, shoulders back and down. Open your mouth. We're going to inhale for 5 counts. Feel the expansion of your midsection going outwards. And as we exhale, you're going to slowly bring it back in to its relaxed state. Ready, guys? Close your eyes. Inhale. Relax. Disclaimer, you might yawn. That was totally not a yawn. Nope. Let's try that again. Let's inhale. And relax. Good. Now, there is a way in where you can really focus on your breath as you're sitting. So what we're going to do is we're going to release into our hips. Now, you may not think that the hips have anything to do with breathing, but in actuality, the release of the muscles in the hips allows you to release everything else in your torso. So let's sit in a chair with your knees apart and lean just a little bit forward, just to like rest enough in where you don't break the backdrop. Just enough in where, God, I hate being short, where you can rest your elbows on your knees. Now, while in this position, take a breath and allow the muscles along your back to release all the way down into your hips. This release should feel like dropping and opening sensation happening inside your body. So ready, guys? Let's take a big breath. And keep your shoulders back. Now notice how I am not slouching, right? My back is still straight. I'm just leaning forward. All right, let's inhale again. How did that feel? Now, I don't remember where I got this analogy, but it really does help. So we want to pretend that we have like a really tight shirt, and then we're going to open your back enough so then you're essentially like you're the Hulk, all right, or the She-Hulk, and so you're building up, and the shirt is stretching to the point like it can rip. Open the back of the shirt, or really stretch out the back of the shirt all the way down to the hips. I was not. Yo estuve trabajando. ¿Qué cree? ¿Qué cree? And also, I'm back at school. I am back at school as well. I'm actually working on getting a new certification. As I mentioned, I am a vocal and language coach, which means not only do I teach people how to speak and sing in different languages, I also teach people how to sing in them. Wait, what? I teach people not only how to speak in different languages, I also teach people how to sing in them. And those languages include English, Spanish, and Japanese. And one of the certificates that I actually need to get to continue teaching, because I already have my TOEFL and my TSOL certificates is what was it called? I forgot the name now. Wow. My teal certificate. There we go. My teal. But luckily it's a 70-hour program, so I'm okay. All right. So we use our ribs, our sides, our abs, our pelvis to help you engage in your breathing, whether it be for speaking or singing. Now, my method of teaching people how to speak or how to sing is by creating a physical awareness of what your body is doing, so we can use that awareness to tell us how we are producing such sounds, both the good sounds and the interesting sounds. Now, for the next 10 minutes, I do want to focus on inhalation. We're going to shape it up. We're going to learn how to take it in. Take it in, guys. So inhalation is the process of opening the body so that air can fall in. Now, when singing, we don't want to try to pull in air as you inhale. Instead, we want to open up the muscles in the ribs, the abs, the sides, and the hips. And the air will fall in naturally. Now, we are going to be breaking this down. So, one of the things is a lot of comments I'll get from students is, I feel like I just don't have enough air. And that has to do of like how much, or rather how fast. Yes, a teacher is being a student. Which honestly, a teacher should always remain a student to master their craft. A good teacher is never not a student as well. Anyways. Oh yeah, hi brain. So students will tell me how they don't feel like they have enough air to sustain the note. And that depends on how fast you are inhaling and how you are inhaling. Inhalation and exhalation, although they're two different processes, but they correlate with one another. It's a whole cycle. So how you inhale is going to impact how you exhale. So I'm going to help you develop control over the movement of your ribs so that you'll be able to control how much air you take into your body. If you only open up slightly, then you're only going to take up a small amount of air. Opening more brings in the optimal amount of air that you guys will need to both speak and sing. Well, it's a good thing you're in this class. So what we're going to do is we're going to open our ribs. So place your hands on your ribs. So like right here. And we're going to open your ribs slowly as you inhale for 4 counts and then exhale for 2 counts. As you inhale, notice how much your ribs move. Allow the ribs to open or expand more each time as you slowly inhale. So let's do this together. Ready? 2, 1, inhale. And relax. Let's do that again. Let's inhale. And relax. Now let's increase your inhalation to 6 counts and then exhale for 2. Are you ready? Inhale. Now the breath is one continuous motion. We don't want a stop. We don't want, then you're separating it. And once you hit that separation, then that's going to impact a lot of things when singing and speaking alike. So let's do that again. Let's inhale. And relax. And again, we're doing these breathing exercises. We are going to feel like we will need to yawn. And this is a good thing, though. This is telling us that we're getting the optimal amount of air. Now, you will get used to it. You will yawn less and less, unless if you're constantly tired like I am. All right. Oh, also, as a reminder for my students that are watching this, January 22nd, there will be no classes, as it is, I do observe Lunar New Year. It's the year of the rabbit, and I am a rabbit. But that also means a year of transition. That's a fun fact for you. If you are Doctora, so fun little fact is that your zodiac, if it's your year, it doesn't mean it can go both ways. It doesn't mean it's going to be a lucky year or it's going to be a bad year. It's just going to be a year of transition. So it could be a combination of both. So yeah, when I speak a lot, I get full air in my ribs, but for me, it's not that. So for that one, you want to take in the air a little bit slower and exhale slower. We don't want to let out the air, all of the air on the get-go. Okay? Because if not, you're going to end up with no support whatsoever. 22W? 202? 202 weeks? All right, let's get back to inhalation. Now we're going to inhale for 8 counts and then exhale for 2 counts. Now this is really going to focus on how much air, or rather how fast you are how fast the air is coming in, how fast you are opening your abs and your ribs and more. Ready? And relax. Good. So your goal here is to slowly develop control over the opening of the ribs and to gradually stretch the muscles so they can open more. That is the whole goal of this exercise. Now we may need to work on these steps for a few weeks before you can develop the coordination that we need to fully open up the muscles in your ribs. Now for next Thursday, we are going to continue on this journey of inhalation. We're going to be learning how to develop the coordination a little bit more. And then we're going to talk about taking the quick inhalation for those up-tempo songs. All right, guys, I do have to get going as I do have a class at 1:30. If you guys have further questions, please leave your questions in the comment section below. I'll be more than happy to answer it. And until next time, I shall see you guys soon. Actually, I should see you at, one second, 3 o'clock. I want to say 3 o'clock for control. No, that's Friday. That is tomorrow. All right. I'll see you guys soon. Bye, everyone. And don't forget to subscribe, like, and follow.